Right guys, I know I'm doing 3 videos in a 24-hour period, but here we are, right? I've just seen this thing, let me show you. Massive attack to remove back catalogue from Spotify, right? And I'm just gonna read you this bit here, right? Because can't be asked, alright? Massive Attack have requested for their music to be removed from Spotify. In recent months, many artists have chosen to withdraw their music from the streaming platform. I had no idea. The boycott was led by Australian rockers. I'm sorry, but this is the best band name ever. Fight me for it. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Fucking epic. In July, who explained of their decision. A PSA, public service announcement, to those unaware. Spotify CEO Daniel Ek invests millions in AI military drone technology. We just removed our music from the platform. So, like a lot of people have removed it, and literally, why did this not dawn on me before? The AI military drone, literally. I was like, why are people putting so much money in the military and AI? How does that, and surveillance, mate. Now we've got, you know, the whole thing in England at the minute of facial recognition is a big thing. So I've been having conversations about facial recognition, right? And my thing is that how many girls in the UK look fucking identical to each other? Now, I saw this article a while back of this lady. I'm sorry, I need to move this round. Oh. Of this lady who'd been barred from a supermarket, Tesco or Waitrose or whatever. I'm not budget shaming, right? She literally, because facial recognition had identified her as a shoplifter. Now, I've seen a photograph of this lady, fucking beautiful, my darling. If this ever gets back to her, you are gorgeous, right? But she looks standard. Now, I'm fine, right? Ain't nobody got a face like this, except maybe Frog Dude out of Wind in the Willows, right? Ain't nobody got this face. I'm sorted, right? But how many people look similar or identical? You know what I mean? Muslims are fucked. They've all got the same beard, same eyebrows, same outfit, do you know what I mean? And but I was thinking the predominant people who are going to suffer are young girls. And I was just thinking about this whilst I was outside. Was it the Kardashians that sparked this trend for lip fillers and shit like this? There must have been a catalyst that made it that regular people, there has to have been, and I'm pretty sure it was the Kardashians. Please let me know, educate me in the comments below, right? Because I want to know. But I'm thinking that I'm right. Not at me. But I'm thinking that it was the Kardashians that made everybody want to have plump lips and shit like that. We all do, maybe not the same, right? But, sorry, we're going over here, because ran out of beer. How queer. Let's steer myself back over here. And I've used it twice, so I'll end that. But yeah. But, so it's like young girls, right? Identical. Blokes all have the same fucking fade. Everybody has the same facial hair. Everybody's got something drawn on their face that could be sort of fashioned by AI. Like this lady and she was removed twice. And eventually barred from this shop because she looked like this registered shoplifter. This girl just looked like regular, everyday Sarah down the street. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely gorgeous, but nothing to distinguish her from anybody else. And that was a case of my mistaken identity. And that's what you've got to be careful with, mistaken identity. It is an observed fact in my world, because I did do dating back in 2023. Well, I've casually dated. Not dated, I've never dated anybody, but I did have a Plenty of Fish account on several occasions, right? So I have spoken to some, and it does seem that when men get to a certain age, English men, white men, you know, it's like, you know what I mean? I've hit menopause, mate. I'm built like a dyke now. There is nothing I can do about it. When I was in my 20s, mate, up until my late 20s, stick fucking thin. I've seen both ends of the spectrum. I consider myself blessed with this. But now, I'm built like I should be a fucking extra on Prisoner Cell Block H. Or Tenko. It's one for the old days. But basically, we go a certain way. And there is a thing that, like, middle-aged men all lose their hair and get big old pot bellies. And we called them, basically what happened, my son was came in the kitchen, and I'd got Plenty of Fish up, and I said, like, babe, take a look at these, like, suggesteds, right? And he said that they look like they're all the same man in different parts of the multiverse, right? So now I call short, fat, bold, middle-aged man multiverse man, because they do all tend to look the same. And I know it's racist, but it's a genuine thing that happens to a lot of English men, right? It's just observational. And them guys, what are you meant to do? If there's a drone flying over your head, don't even think that these will just be used on foreign soil, mate. They'll be used in the UK. They'll be used in the US. They'll be going round. It'll be like some kind of fucking RoboCop hellscape, mate. And then at some point in time, they'll arm the fuckers, because things will get so bad that crime's going on so much. Oh, actually, just need to point this out. Saw a thing yesterday, well, day before technically, date-wise for timestamps, that this guy had caused this school to go in lockdown in Epping, right? This migrant had gone into a school ground and then gone into another one the day after, been arrested, been let go, and gone and done the same thing the day after and whatever. Oh, there was a point to that. Fuck it. Oh, God, this is so difficult. Let's go back to the point in question, right? Is the fact that you, whilst we're sitting here just going, like, focusing on banal shit, like, there is shit going on behind the scenes that is literally gonna change the entire world that we live in, that we're not looking at. For the last 2 nights, I've watched episodes of X-Files. Never got down and watched X-Files, so started at the beginning. Watched 2 episodes of it. And, yeah, it set me off. But why the fuck not? Because, like, the word conspiracy has been bandied about so much that people literally don't even think that they could possibly go on, because it's just a joke word. It's just a joke word. Oh, you're just, you know, like, and people don't even get it right, you know, like, oh, you're, like, oh, no, yeah, like I just did then. That was, mate, that's karma. Just proper got karma in front of the world. I was trying to take the piss, got myself shut up. That is the universe showing you that what I'm telling you is fucking true, which sounds up my own arse. And so I'm going to show up there. But the fact is that we're just walking into this world. We're like, oh yeah, what, facial recognition, mate? That ain't dangerous. Oh, well, that's what we need to protect us, because they're putting ever more threat there, ever more pressure on us, so that we just go, just do it. Back in 2020, fuck 2020, back to school. Back in 2020, it was like, you need this form of identification. They tried it with COVID passes, and it didn't stick, because COVID didn't stick. Right, but they were like, oh yeah, we need you all registered with this database and whatever. Billions of pounds, but track and trace, that's the one. Track and fucking trace. And they're trying it again, and they'll keep doing it until it gets done. Everything that I say on my videos, mate, is like, trust me, Marseille. That's a little Easter egg back to a video I did the day before yesterday, I think. But yeah, let me know what you think, because personally, I think I've been like that. I've been like, oh AI, what of it? And I'm in love with ChatGPT. Absolutely in love, right? Although yesterday it did give me the handy household advice that we all should know. Don't put peanut butter on cream denim. Weren't even part of it. Well, it was part of the conversation, but peanut butter, it's a long story, but, you know, sometimes you get little things like that. Other times it gives you genuine crochet patterns for fanny flaps. English fanny flaps. Now, we're not talking bum cheeks here, American friends. Anyways, right, so there are people going like, yeah, we ain't going behind this AI thing. And I've never really paid much attention to that. But it just made sense tonight. It's like, maybe it was King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard that tipped the balance. But I did want to do a video on the old facial recognition thing with the lady that said that she'd been falsely accused of shoplifting. This is open to so much perversion of justice. Like, literally. And how many people will be unnecessarily detained? That's what we were doing with the school thing. It all ties in, mate. Basically, the police had said, whilst the kids were in the school in lockdown, like from what I could read on the article that I read, that the police couldn't provide, they didn't have the manpower to put somebody guarding that school. Look at the logic of that fucker. Just for a second. Contemplate the fact that the police didn't have one man. Now, us, on our estate, we've got 2.5 beat bobbies. 2.5 beat bobbies, apparently. From what I heard from one of the beat bobbies. This was back in July, I think. Right? I think. Words. Yeah. And basically 2.5. And yet, they always make sure that they patrol the mosque. They had somebody, after the planning meeting, when the mosque went through, after 250 people, not all of them in this area, said yes to it, and over 2,500 people said no, and it went through anyway, they posted fucking a little sentinel outside that mosque of 2.5 available people. There were 2 of them sat in a fucking car outside that mosque, giving extra protection. But they didn't have one guy, and let's not forget all of the fucking cops that they have outside in a line outside of migrant hotels protecting them. But mosques will definitely get protected. Migrant hotels can get protected. Schools, not so much. Don't have the manpower for a school, mate. I ain't even making this up. But yeah, back to the point of the video. I think that facial recognition is going to do a lot of people dirty who have done nothing wrong. Literally, because they decided to get lip fillers and wear big eyelashes and dye their hair fucking black. It's not black, it's dark brown, but you know what I mean. I don't do the lip fillers or anything else. But, you know, like the young girls today, a lot of them, the lips are identical because you can't have individual looking lips when they're that full. The eyelashes are like literally so open to perversion. And at some point in time, I genuinely think that they're going to gun them up. If we don't fucking stop them at some point in time between here and now. How many videos have I got to do? Decades have been going on about this fucker. Mate. And I'm going to continue. But at some point in time, I'm going to start dishing out fucking spankings, mate. Because, oh, God. Anyways, on that, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you've got any thoughts. Thank you for being here. Please come back and never forget that I love you all. Bye.